In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create high-performing, highly profitable UGC-style ads using 100% AI creators, start to finish, for a fraction of what you'd pay real creators. And yes, the clip you just saw at the top, not a real person. The voice you heard, also not a real voice. That's the point. AI just opened up a generational opportunity for e-commerce brands across basically every category. If you want to spin up dozens of UGC ad iterations, test them fast, and quickly figure out what actually resonates with your customers, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, from pulling inspiration and writing your scripts, to producing realistic AI creative videos, to launching and testing them in your ad account so you can scale the winners. Here's the full stack we're using. First, I'm going to use Claude to generate our scripts. It tends to do better on conversational, natural-sounding copy than most general chatbots. Then I'm using arcads.ai to plug those scripts into incredibly realistic AI UGC creators, where we'll tweak pacing and tone and crank out a bunch of variations. And after we've proven what hooks and angles actually perform, we'll push those winners into a publishing workflow so you can clip, schedule, and ship across platforms consistently without letting things slip. I'll show you how I do that at the end, so this isn't just about making ads, it's about turning working creative into a repeatable output system. First step, get inspiration and decide your angles. If you're already running ads, start with your best performers and iterate. Same core angle, same core script. Just improve the hook, tighten the middle, and refresh the look. If you're starting cold, go pull references. I'm going to use hats as a simple example because I live in hats. I'll hit the Facebook ad library and search the brand I like, let's say 47 brand, and scan the live ads. Right now it looks like they're pushing a 47-day sale. 30% off site-wide, one of their biggest sales, lasts a day, save while you can. The copy is super simple, and they run that same core idea across a bunch of creatives. Perfect. I'll grab a handful of those ad copies, paste them into my notes, and that becomes my raw material. Now, over to Claude to turn that rough promo into scripts. I'm going to prompt it to write for an AI creator reading the lines, and I'm explicit that we need it to sound natural. Even if the model isn't fully human, the copy should be. I'll paste the core sale details, 30% off site-wide, it's a 24-hour thing, one of the biggest sales of the year, and I'll have it spit out a 20 to 30-second script. Claude usually gives me a clean, structured read like, it's 47-day, 24 hours only, everything is 30% off, every hat, every hoodie, every team, don't miss it. That's good for a direct promo. But I also like to build a second take that's ultra-casual, POV from a customer being asked, what's your favorite hat brand and why? And slipping in, I got this one 30% off as a natural flex. So I open a fresh chat, paste the first script, and ask Claude to rewrite it like a casual answer to a question. Short sentences, a couple of friendly fillers, and a throwaway line about snagging the sale. Now I've got two scripts, a straight promo and a casual POV. That's all I need to start. Time to produce. Let's jump into arcads.ai. This is where you pick your AI creators, control the setting, and get the voice right. Inside Arcads, I'll add a product so I can keep assets organized, drop a logo, name the product 47, and we're set. Now I create a script slot and paste my text. I almost always rewrite the very first line, so it hits like a hook. If the default opener is, I'm excited to tell you something awesome, I'll punch that up to, yo, it's 47-day. You want the first words to land. Next, choose your AI actors. Arcads has a big library, and honestly, a lot of them are scarily real. You can filter by gender, age, latest editions, location, or scenario. Airport, bathroom, holiday theme, whatever. And even by accessory. That accessory filter is clutch, because if your product is wearable, you can select creators who already look like they're wearing something similar, so the vibe matches your brand. For this case, I'll filter by hat, and scroll until I find a couple that feel natural. I care less about them looking perfect and more about feeling authentic. Add 2 or 3 to start. For voice, you've got 2 paths, text to speech or speech to speech. Text to speech is fast and good for volume. Paste the script, then tweak the delivery. I'll play with pace. I like 1.15125x for promo energy. Stability, how consistently it reads each line. Lower gives more human variance. Similarity, how locked the tone stays between sentences, and style exaggeration. A little emotion goes a long way. I stick around, 5 to 15. Preview until the read feels snappy, but not shouty. If a line trips the model into sounding salesy, stuff like, I know a good deal when I see one, just delete it, or rewrite to something more casual. Removing extra periods and joining phrases can speed up the rhythm too. Speech-to-speech is the cheat code for ultra-real. Record yourself reading the line in the tone you want. Include a couple natural pauses and ums so the rhythm is human. And upload that. Arcads will match the pitch and pacing, so the AI creator sounds like they were directed by a real person. For ultra-casual interview vibes, this is the move. I'll pretend someone just asked, "Where'd you get your hat?" Then answer like a normal human. "I get mine from 47. I've been buying them forever. I think they're doing 30% off right now. That's how I grabbed this one." And toss in a little ramble so it doesn't feel scripted. Upload that, let it transcribe and map the tonality. And now the actor reads with that lived-in cadence. Hit generate and Arcads will render the video. It's usually a minute or two. While the first one is processing, I'll set up my second variation with a different actor and the other script. Once both are done, give them a watch. The text-to-speech one should feel tight and promo-ready. The speech-to-speech one should feel like a guy answering a question on the street. If a phrase still feels stiff, go back and trim it. If the pace is dragging, bump speed a hair. If it's too robotic, lower stability or add a tiny bit of style exaggeration. From here you can add light polish, logo corner bug, quick subtitles, a soft bed of music, maybe one B-roll cutaway if it supports the line. Just don't smother the read. Save these two as your seed creatives. Now the fun part, scale variations. This is why AI UGC is insane for testing. Variation path 1. Keep the same script and swap actors. Inside Arcads, select a batch of 8 to 12 creators that fit your brand's demo. Mix of men and women, slightly different vibes, a couple of different backdrops, and regenerate the same line across all of them. You literally click one button and watch a dozen videos get produced. That would have taken months coordinating creators and reshoots. Variation path 2. Keep the actor that felt most real and rewrite the script. Change the first 3 seconds 5 different ways. Try urgency, 24 hours only. Social proof, one of their biggest sales. Curiosity, I thought this was a glitch. And a direct flex, every hat, every team, 30 off. Small changes in the opener change scroll stop rate massively. Generate those 5 reads with your best actor. Variation path 3, micro-tune the delivery. Duplicate the same script and actor, then test small shifts in speed, stability, and emotion. A 1.2x read with fewer hard stops versus a 1.05x read with more breath can be the difference between feeling like a friend and feeling like a commercial. It's wild how much those first seconds matter. Download your set and let's jump into the ad account so we can test this properly. I'll set this up like a clean account so you can copy it. Create a sales campaign and choose manual, not Advantage Plus shopping. Turn on Advantage campaign budget and set it to whatever you're comfortable with daily. Say $100 to start. Name it something like Prospecting CBO so it's obvious. In your first ad set, I'll call it Pack No. 1. The idea is each pack is a round of creatives you want, competing with each other under the same budget. Optimization goal is purchase. Make sure your pixel dataset is correct and the conversion event is purchase. Don't enable dynamic creative for this. We want clean creative level reads. For audience, click Use Original Audience. Don't lean on Advantage Plus audience here. Keep targeting broad or whatever your go-to prospecting setup is. At the ad level, point the URL to your live promo page. Upload your 2 seed videos first, then we'll layer in the others as we go. For placements and cropping, prioritize Square 1.1 and Vertical 9.16. Disable flexible media so you control the crops. If you don't need horizontal, don't include it. For primary text and headlines, stick to the same sale copy you used as your reference so you're testing the video and delivery, not the message. 47-day, 24 hours only, 30% off site-wide. Headline can be the simple 30% off site-wide, today only. CTA, shop now. Disable Advantage Plus creative enhancements so it doesn't auto-tweak your colors or apply dynamic templates. Publish Pack No. 1. Let it run and watch early signals. 3-second holds, thumb stop, add to cart, CTR, then obviously cost per purchase as data builds. You'll see 1 or 2 creatives start separating from the pack. Clone those winners into a new pack and expand. Path A, swap in 10 new actors reading the same winner script. Path B, keep the best actor and try 5 new hooks. Path C, tweak pacing or energy. You're systematically proving whether the actor, the hook, or the delivery is the unlock. Don't be afraid to kill quickly. If it's not catching in the first 1,000 impressions, it's probably not an algorithm conspiracy. It's the first line. Fast forward a week or two. Let's say one of your AI UGC variants is punching above its weight. Great. Most brands stop here and just leave it in paid. You're leaving growth on the table if you don't spin that into a publish everywhere system. Take that winning ad and any near winners and set up a repeatable output flow, so you're continuously seeding organic and other channels while the ad learns. Here's how to think about it. Start from your master assets and cut them down into short content for each platform. You want the hook clean, the captions readable on dim phones, brand look consistent, and a schedule so you aren't manually posting. That's where I offload to a dedicated workflow, so I can auto-generate clips off the master, keep a consistent subtitle style and brand template, and drop them into a simple content calendar that publishes on a schedule. It means you're not babysitting posts, and you're not rebuilding the same captions every time. Set the posting frequency once, and you're covered across Shorts, Reels, TikTok, LinkedIn, whatever you're using. Quick best practices after running a ton of these. For scripts, keep sentences short, front-load the benefit, avoid ad speak, and put the strongest words in the first 5 seconds. For delivery, dial pace to around 1.15-1.25x for promos. Lower stability a touch for more human variance, and add a hint of emotion so it doesn't read flat. For actors, don't just pick the prettiest. Pick the ones that feel like someone your customer would trust. For volume, batch your generation. 1 good script across 10 actors, 1 good actor across 5 hooks, then micro-tune speed. That gives you 15+ clean tests out of basically 2 seed ideas. Risk and compliance. Be smart. Be transparent about pricing and time limits. Don't promise universal availability if it's region locked. Don't deepfake real people or celebrities. Stick to licensed or platform-provided AI actors. Keep your original scripts and voice tracks organized so if a platform or a partner asks for substantiation, you can provide it. If you're in a regulated category, have a reviewer check the final lines before launch. Let me show you the kind of iteration velocity you can get once the system is humming. Inside ArcAds, I'll grab a bunch of additional creators that match the brand. Young, sporty, mixed demo. Megan, Kevin, Matthew, a couple more. And suddenly I've selected 11. Click Save, then generate 11 videos. That's not a typo. It's literally 1 click to generate an entire new pack. There is no world in traditional UGC where you could spin that in an afternoon without wrangling calendars, contracts, and reshoots. I'm not saying AI UGC will beat your best creator every time, but you'll find angles way faster and cheaper. And once you have a hook that works, you can let the system produce the spread of variations you need to win the auction consistently. Recap this into a weekend plan you can copy. Day 1, morning. Pull references, extract 3 hooks, write 2 scripts in Claude, promo plus casual POV. Afternoon, produce 2 seed videos in ArcAds. 1 text-to-speech, fast, 1 speech-to-speech, natural. Evening, generate 10 actor swaps for the winning script. Day 2, morning. Build a prospecting CBO campaign, pack number 1 with your first 10. Keep the copy consistent and disable creative auto-enhance. Afternoon, publish, then prep your organic distribution flow so you're not manually posting. Cut the hooks into Shorts, Reels, TikTok. Keep your brand template and subtitles consistent, and load the calendar so they go out all week. Next week, review 3 numbers. Early hold, 3 seconds. Saves per 1,000 if you're seeding organic, and purchase rate. Winners go to pack number 2 with more variations. Losers get rewritten hooks. AI isn't replacing creative taste. It's removing the bottleneck between your ideas and production, letting you test at a pace that used to be impossible. Use AI to find the combination of hook plus delivery plus face that your audience responds to, then turn that into a machine that ships daily. If you want to build AI UGC creator ads that look like a real person recorded them in their apartment at a tiny fraction of the cost, ArcAds is currently the most convincing option I've tested. It's fast, the actors feel human, and speech-to-speech takes you over the uncanny valley. Pair that with a simple, repeatable publishing flow, so your best angles don't just live inside paid. They spread, get remembered, and keep driving results. If this was helpful, drop a comment with what niche you're in and what hooks you want me to try next. I'll keep testing, I'll share the prompts I'm using, and I'll see you in the next one.